Is LeBron finally showing signs of slowing down? Injuries have slowed down the King, and he's also been a bit inconsistent this season. We'll look at some trash talk from Benedict Mathurin aimed at James, and some rumors that LeBron took to Twitter to respond. In addition, we'll also review the Lakers' late loss to the Indiana Pacers and what we learned from it. Let's get started. Starting with James's tweet, which was deleted ASAP. One of the drawbacks of having 50 million Twitter followers is that you can't hide no matter what whenever you tweet something. Now, according to many users on Twitter, and they've got screenshots to back their claims, James fired some shots on the social network but immediately backtracked. According to a Twitter user, childless_, who posted a screenshot of LeBron's tweet, the King said, "Being corny/chasing clout is the gold standard. It's rewarded these days. I didn't come up like this. It's so weird, man. Corny as hell." But if you check his profile, the tweet isn't there anymore. However, plenty of people produced the same screenshots. The mystery, though, isn't whether the tweet came out. It's more about who LeBron was targeting. So let's put our detective hats on and look at what we know. As LeBron puts it, there are way too many corny players in today's league. They're talented, but certainly have been brought up with different values than LeBron, considering there's a 20-year gap. The question of who LeBron's tweet was aimed at brings us to a famous theory that suggests it could be about Indiana Pacers 20-year-old starlet Benedict Mathurin. Others believe it could have been one of the many players, and the four-time All-Star could have picked on something else from that night's games. Only one thing is for sure: LeBron was super pissed, and the game against the Pacers contributed to it. Adding to that, could LeBron be talking trash about Mathurin? We'll chase this popular fan theory first. People seem to think that LeBron's deleted tweet was about the Canadian youngster, and that maybe the GOAT was calling him out for being corny. Why do we think that? Before entering the draft, Washington Post revealed that Mathurin had been questioned about his confidence upon entering the league. Fair to say that Benedict isn't one to shy away from a challenge, and he came up with a quote for the ages. The 20-year-old said that he wanted to see how great LeBron is, and went on to add that he doesn't think anybody's better than him. And if that wasn't enough, the youngster also put the challenge on the table by saying that LeBron would have to show him he's better than him. So there's an increasing possibility that the legend was made aware of Mathurin's comments, which may have triggered him a little bit. Talk about showing age. But there's also a huge chance it's just a tweet about someone else entirely. We don't have any way of proving it. That might be the case, but it seems that Mathurin wanted to talk. Moving on, Mathurin outplayed LeBron after his trash talk. So we've already looked at the guard's comments about LeBron. What did you make of them? Did you feel he was being corny as LeBron perceived it? Some might feel it was disrespectful of the Canadian to say all that about arguably the greatest player of all time. Others believe it was just a way of hyping himself up before the draft. And considering he's the 6th pick and the best player for the Pacers this season, it's working. Perhaps most importantly, some feel that Mathurin also recently came out on top in the Pacers' win over the Lakers. It was a proper, thrilling match between the two sides, and with the Lakers blowing a 17-point lead before another rookie, Andrew Nembhard, sunk a buzzer beater to hand the Pacers a win. However, it all came down to a closely contested fourth quarter. LeBron had plenty of opportunities in clutch moments to keep the Lakers ahead, but missed most of them to bury the game. While he still sunk one late in the game to give the Lakers a lead just before Nembhard's winner, it wasn't enough. Plus, Mathurin's performance proved to be the difference as well. He produced 23 points and 8 rebounds for the Pacers, while LeBron managed 21 points and 7 rebounds. Did he outplay LeBron? Some would say yes, but it could easily be the case of LeBron being tested against his very high standards. Now, let's take a look at takeaways of the Lakers' loss to the Pacers. As expected, there was a lot of analysis with the Lakers coming up short and bottling a match from a winning position. LeBron mentioned how everything has to go wrong for you to lose the game, and he's not wrong. The fact is, the Lakers should have won this match, but we're not talking about shoulds here. If that were the case, the team records would have been the other way around too. Before they played one another, and the Pacers wouldn't be off to such a splendid start. So here are the 3 biggest takeaways from the Lakers' loss. First up, LeBron's clutch time struggles. One thing that LeBron has built a reputation for over the course of his career is his dominance in clutch moments and the fact that he remains someone who is inevitable. There's always a lot of hope when LeBron has the ball for whatever team he's played for, and there's a chance that he'll help the team win the match, no matter the situation. But in the fourth quarter against the Pacers, LeBron didn't look like he possessed that that brilliance. He struggled to get the familiar spots, and his angular followaways were way off than they usually are. All that has helped him score more than anyone else in NBA history, except for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, for now. The King also produced only a 2 of 6 shooting display, and the game slowed down when he had the ball. It's uncharacteristic of James and maybe a cause for concern too. Many would say that LeBron's empty possessions led to the Pacers' fast breaks and their spirited comeback late in the game. Darvin Ham defended the King and believed it was just a one-off situation, but the statistics on NBA.com suggest a different story. This season, so far, James is shooting only 6 for 16 in a clutch time, defined as teams playing within 5 points in the game's final 5 minutes. Up next, the roster issues for the Lakers. This is the biggest takeaway from the game. All the Lakers needed to do was get the stops out. Considering they had a 17-point lead in the fourth quarter, but multiple problems emerged, and they all can be circled back to their roster. The Lakers struggled to snuff out any possessions for the final 2 minutes, with the Pacers dominating the boards. AD's ineffectiveness also came to the fore, but more on that later. The closing lineup from the LA side consisted of Austin Reeves, Russell Westbrook, and Dennis Schroeder. What's the common denominator in all three? Lack of size, and that's where they pretty much lost the game as well. Even Lonnie Walker and Troy Brown Jr. couldn't make their chances count as Tyrese Halliburton bullied the Lakers. Pat Bev's absence was felt, and he could have taken some sting out of the game, or added some, and would have definitely helped on the rebounds, but he certainly wouldn't have made up for the lack of size either. For the Lakers, the answer was on the court all along. The two players they could get by trading Westbrook may have been playing for the Pacers. So does the loss speed up the trading process? Lastly, AD's poor show in the fourth quarter. The Lakers have decided not to play through Davis late in the game as much as they usually do. That pattern was visible even against the Pacers, with Davis only making 2 shots in the fourth quarter despite a decent 25-point and 13-rebound showing, which had 4 blocks and 6 assists. But the problem was, most of these contributions came in the first 3 quarters. He kept coming in to the free throw line, but his only 2 free throw attempts in the fourth came off a random loose ball foul, and that was a deciding factor in the game. While Darvin Ham has taken the responsibility upon himself, as he should, the problem for the Lakers is that they need to find a way of making AD more effective in the latter part of the games as well. As of now, AD remains their most effective superstar, especially with LeBron struggling a little with consistency, and if the Lakers want to get their season back on track, they'll need to increase their dependence on AD in the fourth quarter. That's a wrap for this video. Do you think age is finally catching up with the King, or is the media making the most of a poor performance from LeBron? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you at the next one.